Welcome on in, everybody, to a 15-minute everyday athlete functional stretch. So this is a great opportunity for you to pair this with another workout, or wake up and start your day like this, or just simply get up from your desk during the day and get some stretching in. So we have 15 minutes. We're going to go through the whole body. We are going to be mostly seated, so if you want to have a mat, go ahead and grab that and come with me. And we're going to start in a kneeling position. And I just want to start by taking some nice big deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And just think about expanding your lungs. So inhale and exhale. Good. And on this one, I want you to take a nice big deep breath in and exhale, and just give me a nice neck stretch to one side. Place the other arm down by your side. Think about keeping that chin tucked. Good. Inhale, and we'll switch. Exhale, switch to the other side. Good. We're going to do that one more time. Again, think about tucking the chin in. Exhale and come at a diagonal. Great work. Last one, come in. Chin tucked, keep that spine long, core tight, and go out and back to a diagonal stretch. Good. And that opposite arm can push down to create a little bit more length. Great work. All right, go ahead and just flush it out side to side. And we're going to go into a child's pose position next and get into the shoulders and a little bit of the thoracic spine. So come down into child's pose, and I want thumbs up. Sink back into your child's pose position. Good. And then we're going to come forward, placing hips into the ground and hit that cobra. So I want you to just go at your pace, your range of motion, and go in and out 3 more times. Good. Now the thumbs up, I want you to try to really get some stretch through the shoulders. Good. Come out, palms go flat. Try to keep the abs tight. Great job. Hello back to Ethiopia. So glad to have you live. Good. Press back out. Each set that you're going into should feel like you get a little bit deeper range of motion. Hit one more. And again, reach nice and long. You should feel those shoulders definitely start to open up, and then come back forward into that cobra, stretching through the torso, hip flexors, chest up. Great work. All right, come into a quadruped position, so all fours, abs tight, and we're going to sweep through with one arm and stack the other side, and we're going to go alternating between the two. So this is pretty functional, meaning we're going to be moving through our stretches. And again, it's a great way to even wake up the body. And also just, you always feel better when we create movement. It's also a fantastic cool down, extended stretch after a full body routine, as we typically do. Great job. All right, go ahead and sink back. This time, palms down, knees go slightly out to the side. And now I want you to rotate open, so you feel the shoulders, and then come back to starting position. And give me 2 more just like that. So I'm opening my palms up towards the ceiling. Good. And one more. Great job. All right, from here, we're going to go ahead and come into a high plank, and we're going to start to get into those hips a little bit. So I want you to slide one leg through. Take your time, kind of ease into it, rock side to side, and we're starting to get a little bit more open through the glutes. And we're going to switch. So again, we're going to continue to move through these pretty quickly. Static would be holding from about 20 to 30 seconds. This is very functional. It also will create that energy in your body. So if you ever have a day that you're not sure if you want to work out, but you want to move your body, this is definitely one that you want to check out. Good. One more each side. Perfect. Switch. Keep your gaze down. You want to be thinking about your anatomical position the entire time. So keeping everything stacked, abs tight, chin tucked. It's going to help you get better and better stretches. Great job. All right, go ahead and come back into that quadruped position, and we're going to do a kneeling hip flexor stretch. So come on up, step forward with one leg, and you're just going to push forward, and we're going to alternate that hip flexor stretch as well. So press through and switch. Good. You get really good at foot placement when you go through these functional stretches. There's also a little balance involved, right? Keep your abs tight. I'm trying to keep my hips forward. You can add a little bit of an arm raise if you want, add a little bit deeper degree of stretch. One more each leg. Good. Last one. Perfect. All right, we're going to flip around now, and we're going to come into a reverse plank. And we're going to go from a reverse plank into a split reach. So go ahead and place your fingertips towards your body. Press everything up. Here, I want you to shift side to side. You're going to feel the anterior delts, a little bit of the biceps. Then you're going to place those hips back on the ground, split, and reach forward. So we get a little hamstrings and adductor action in there. Good. Keep going. That's our next combo. So you're going to push up, rock side to side. Again, this is a go at your own pace type stretch. So whatever feels good to you, then gently sit. And you don't want to rush through it. You want to actually take your time getting nice stretches. Push up. Good. Think about keeping the abs tight. Lift the glutes. This is one of my all-time favorites. Good. Place it down, split, and reach forward. Good. Give me 2 more. Press up. Just this reverse plank shift alone counteracts a lot of stuff that we do all day. It's the best. Reach forward. Good. And just like those pigeon poses we were doing, each set gets a little bit better and better. So this should be your best set yet. Place the hips down, split reach. Great work. All right, I'm just going to turn and face you. You're going to actually have one leg in, one leg back, and we're going to twist and then reach forward. Good, a little bit more of the hips now as we get a little bit more rotation in the upper body. Lean forward. Good, this is our 90-90 position. You've often seen us do this. You can also add a little bit of an extension overhead. Great job. Give me one more, and then we're going to switch. Reach forward. And then let's just simply switch our legs. So just all the way over to the other side. And same thing. You're going to twist, and you're going to reach forward. Good. Now trying to keep both hips on the ground is always the goal. But because we are moving through it, you just want to do what feels really comfortable to you. Add a little bit of a reach. You can add a deeper rotation. You can drop the elbow down. That's the beautiful thing about a functional stretch. You're just moving within your body's kind of limits and then just pushing it a little further, increasing more flexibility. Great job. All right, from here, we're going to go back into that split. Now, a little bit of a heads up, everybody feels inflexible in this position, but it's a great way to start to get more flexibility through your adductors. So sit up nice and tall, and if your knees are slightly bent, that's okay. We're here to improve our mobility and our flexibility. You don't have to be perfect. Isn't that just the motto for life? There's no need to be perfect, just meet yourself where you're at. So I'm just leaning forward, and then I'm gonna sweep side to side. So reach one arm, and then the other arm. Good. And we'll do that again. So reach forward, try to keep your abs tight, shoot the booty back, your knees slightly bent, you don't want them to be locked out. And then sweep side to side, sit up nice and tall, reach, and switch. Good. Now because this is a position that everybody feels inflexible in, that's honestly why I chose it, because you want to pick the positions that can be challenging, and then that's where you're going to see the improvement. Good. One more, best set yet. Reach forward. Good. I always try to tighten my glutes and then sit up nice and tall, tighten up through the core, and reach. Another side. Very nice job. All right, next we're going to go into a seated glute stretch. So I'm just going to turn to the side a little bit. You're going to place one leg over the top. And this is where you can increase it by lifting the bottom toe. Good, and then we're going to drop the leg and twist. So a little bit more thoracic rotation here. And we're going to do that again 2 more times. So come up into that glute stretch, move around, keep it functional, keep it moving, keep feeling that flexibility increase, drop the leg and sit up tall, twist. One more. Great job. As you get more and more into the combos, they feel like you just get a little bit of a deeper stretch. So really lean into that. All right, we're going to switch. I also want this to be a chance for you to find different flows that just feel really good to your body, and then you can put them into your own routine maybe when you wake up, before you go to sleep. I love to wake up and stretch. I just feel like you're in a laying down position for so long, and our bodies want to move. So it's the perfect time to just give yourself 10 or 15 minutes and just wake up. Movement is life, so the more you can move your body, the more awake you feel both mentally and physically. Good. Twist. Beautiful work. All right, we're now going to go into a supine position, and you're going to go into a hamstring stretch. So one leg's going to be extended, one leg's going to be down, and we're going to bring that extended leg all the way up. Now I want you to grab just behind your knee, but I don't want you to lock out your knee joint, and you can turn your knee even out a little bit to the side. I want you to keep your hips nice and straight, and we're just going to give it a little bit of a stretch, and then we switch. So same idea. We're going to be moving through this hamstring stretch, but I want you to get that foot placement. So I'm turning out just slightly. Good. Is smiling required? Yes, it is. Always, Joseph. Smiling is required in life, period. All in. So meet me back on your mat. I'm sure you haven't left. And we're going to go through those hamstring stretches one more time. Your hamstrings are getting extra love today. And then, yes, Joseph, smiling's required, even when things are not functioning as properly as you want. Smiling is always the answer. Okay, one more each side. Good, and switch. Great, now I want you to drop one leg, bring that top leg over. We're gonna get that low back stretch. So I want you to go side to side. Again, just like we've been doing, we're gonna flow through this in a very functional way. So side to side and lift up. Try to keep your upper back on the ground. Good. Switch those legs and alternate. Every time you switch, I want you to exhale all your air out. Great job. One more each side. And up and over. Low back, one of the best stretches you can do right here. Good. Now you're going to bring both knees into the chest, and we're going to rock up to a seated position. Okay, the main thing that I really was excited to do today is this quad stretch. So we're going to go into a prone position. I'm just going to scoot back a tad. And you're going to be in a prone position, and this is one of my favorite ways to stretch your quads. So I want you to push both hips into the ground, reach with one arm forward, grab your back ankle, and pull your heel in towards your glute. Good, and then switch. So this is going to be one of the best ways that you can stretch your quads. Heel to glute, and alternate. So you can feel if you squeeze the glutes, the quad is automatically going to open up, and because we've already opened up through the hip flexors and the low back, you should be able to easily keep your abs tight and keep alternating. Quads are definitely a muscle that gets super tight, and this is one of the most fantastic ways to stretch them out. Good. Alternate one more each leg. Beautiful job. Last switch. Good. And then from here, we're going to go back into that child's pose. It's going to feel even better this next time around as we've already spent time releasing through the low back even more. Good. Now I want you to go side to side. And this is going to help open up your chest. And I'll get us set up for the next one, which you're going to come up to a kneeling position. Go ahead and face me. Take those hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers, and we're stretching out through the chest. Great job. All right, you're going to take one arm across the body, and we're going to stretch the rear delt and a diagonal stretch. So I want you to come across. This should feel so fantastic. And this is also one that you've been kind of preparing for. It's good to do this after you've already heated up the body a little bit, so that's why I do this at the end. Good. Back to that chest stretch for me. Now, if you sit a lot, or if you are on your phone a lot, I'm trying to say something that everybody does all the time. Stretching your chest is so important. So I want you to take this one specifically and try to add it into your day, every day. Good. Switch. Great job. All right, come back into the kneeling position, and we're going to go into that prayer position, really getting through our shoulders even more. So you start into a plank position, and now push back, keeping your elbows on the ground, and bring your hands up towards your head. Good. And come in and out of that 2 more times. Straighten out the arms. Good, last one. Great job. And then let's go back into that cobra stretch. So just like we started in the beginning, hips to the ground, gaze straight forward, chin tucked, release, and I want you to go to a diagonal. So come up, nice job. And switch, and we go the other way. Very nice work. And now finally push back into that child's pose. Take your hands out to a little bit more of a wider V and press side to side, stretch through the chest. Good, gently come up. I want you to round your shoulders, face the front. And we're gonna finish with some deep breaths. You can be standing or in a kneeling position, but I want you to lift up. We have 2 big deep breaths. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Good, last deep breath in. Exhale. And bring your hands together. If you did this live with me, thank you so much for all of your energy and sticking with me on that transition. And if you're doing it on replay, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Come back, you guys, save this stretch and do it whenever you can. It's gonna really be a benefit to your body. And with that, I will see you guys next week, Tuesday, Thursday, 9 a.m. Pacific time. We have another 25-minute bench strength workout coming on Tuesday. I'll see you guys then.